She had always believed love was predictable. An elegant dance at gala parties, whispered compliments, and champagne smiles. So when Alexander appeared, flawless and wealthy, Emily thought she knew exactly what to expect. Charm, a little attention, and nothing more. But she was wrong. Because the moment he looked at her, not at her dress, not at her laughter, not at her social standing, but truly looked at her, something inside Emily shifted. And suddenly, the world she thought she knew didn't seem so certain anymore. Little did she know, Alexander wasn't just rich. He had a secret, a hidden world, and a way of making hearts leap where logic feared to tread. And by the time she realized it, love had already surprised her in ways she never imagined. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories. Emily had always assumed that love in high society was all glittering parties, fancy cars, and effortless charm. So when she met Alexander at a charity gala, she didn't think twice. He was handsome, impeccably dressed, and undeniably wealthy. She smiled politely as he offered to dance, certain their connection was nothing more than a fleeting luxurious moment. But as weeks passed, Emily discovered something unexpected. Alexander remembered the little things. Her favorite coffee order, the way she tucked her hair behind her ear when she laughed, the small bookstore she loved tucked between the city streets. He wasn't just charming. He was present, attentive, and genuinely interested in her world, far beyond the world of money and glamour. One sunny afternoon, they walked through the city park, sharing a blanket under a large oak tree. Alexander reached for Emily's hand, and she felt a warmth she hadn't anticipated. "You know," he said softly, "I never thought I'd meet someone who sees me, not just what I have." Emily's heart skipped. She realized she had been wrong all along. He wasn't just rich. He was kind, thoughtful, and entirely genuine. And in that moment, love surprised her. As the sky painted itself in pink and gold, Alexander leaned closer, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "I want to show you something," he whispered. Curious, Emily nodded, letting him lead her toward a small cobblestone path she had never noticed before. The soft glow of lanterns began to appear around a hidden courtyard. At the center stood something that made her breath catch. But just as she opened her mouth to ask, Alexander smiled mysteriously and said, "I think this is where our story really begins." And then, the gate slowly creaked open. Emily's eyes widened as the gate fully swung open, revealing a courtyard unlike anything she had imagined. Twinkling fairy lights hung from every tree branch, casting a soft golden glow over dozens of flowering plants. In the center, a small fountain bubbled, its water catching the light like liquid stars. This is incredible," Emily breathed, stepping closer, her hand still in Alexander's. He smiled, but there was a spark of mischief in his eyes. "It's yours if you want it." Emily tilted her head. "Mine? You mean, you made this for me?" Alexander chuckled softly. "Not just for you. But I wanted you to see it first. There's something magical about discovering beauty with someone who appreciates it." Her heart fluttered. She didn't know whether to laugh, cry, or fall completely in his arms. Alexander led her to the fountain and knelt on one knee. Not with a ring, not with a proposal, but with a small wooden box. "I wanted to show you that life can be full of surprises," he said, opening the box to reveal a delicate, hand-drawn map of the city, marked with little hearts and notes, each pointing to places that meant something to him, and now potentially to them together. Emily looked at the map, then back at him, feeling a warmth that had nothing to do with wealth or status. "You're incredible," she whispered. "And I think we've only just begun," Alexander replied, brushing his thumb across her cheek. Before Emily could respond, a soft rustle came from the far side of the courtyard. Something, or someone, was moving behind the lantern-lit trees. Alexander's eyes twinkled with curiosity. "Well, I guess our adventure might start a little sooner than I expected." Emily laughed nervously, feeling the thrill of surprise, the joy of connection, and the electric anticipation of the unknown. And together, hand in hand, they stepped forward, toward the rustling, toward whatever awaited them beyond the lights. Emily and Alexander crept closer to the rustling, their hands still entwined. The soft lantern light revealed a small mischievous-looking dog, wagging its tail excitedly and carrying a tiny, rolled-up note tied with a ribbon in its mouth. "Oh!" Emily exclaimed, laughing. "It's a messenger." Alexander grinned. "I think it found you first." He knelt down and took the note gently from the dog, who barked happily as if proud of its delivery. Emily's curiosity got the better of her, and she untied the ribbon, unrolling the paper. In elegant handwriting, the note read, "If you're reading this, then the adventure truly begins. Follow the map, trust your heart, and you'll discover a secret I've been keeping just for you." Emily looked up, and Alexander's eyes sparkled with that same mysterious charm she'd fallen for. "I told you, surprises," he said softly. Her heart pounded, not with fear, but with excitement. "A secret? What kind of secret?" she asked. Alexander leaned closer, brushing his lips near her ear. "One I've been waiting to share with the person who matters most." The little dog barked again, as if urging them forward, and Emily laughed. "Well, I guess we'd better follow the map." Together they stepped deeper into the courtyard, the soft lantern light casting golden shadows, the air fragrant with flowers, and a sense of wonder filling every heartbeat. And just as they rounded the corner, the faint outline of something glowing appeared ahead. A hidden garden, larger than the courtyard, with a fountain that seemed to shimmer with its own magic. Alexander squeezed her hand gently. "Ready?" Emily nodded, feeling her heart swell. "Completely." The garden gate slowly opened, revealing something even more astonishing than either of them could have imagined. Alexander held Emily's hand tightly as the garden gates creaked open, revealing a world that seemed almost dreamlike. Soft petals floated in the air, sparkling as though kissed by starlight, and tiny lanterns hung from every tree, glowing like captured fireflies. A fountain in the center glimmered with colors that shifted like liquid rainbows. Emily gasped. "Alexander. It's incredible." He smiled, brushing a strand of hair from her face. "I wanted you to see it before anyone else. This garden. It's a part of me I've never shared with anyone." She stepped closer, the soft grass tickling her feet. "It's like stepping into a storybook. How did you even find this place?" Alexander took a deep breath. "I didn't find it. I helped create it. Every plant, every lantern, every secret path. It's been waiting for the right person to walk through it with me." Emily's eyes filled with tears of joy. "And you wanted it to be me?" "With you," he corrected softly, his thumb caressing the back of her hand. "Not because of who I am, but because of who you are. You see me, Emily. You really see me." Her heart swelled. For the first time, she didn't care about wealth, appearances, or societal expectations. All that mattered was this: the warmth of his hand, the sparkle in his eyes, and the feeling that love could surprise her in the most extraordinary way. Alexander knelt in the soft glow of the fountain. This time there was a small, delicate ring in his hand. Not for show, not for wealth, but for a promise. "Emily, will you make this our story? Will you walk through every secret garden and every surprise with me?" Tears slid down her cheeks as she nodded, unable to speak. She laughed through her tears, a sound full of happiness and relief. "Yes, Alexander. Yes." He slipped the ring onto her finger and stood, pulling her close. The garden seemed to shimmer brighter, as though celebrating with them, petals swirling around them like gentle confetti. They kissed beneath the glowing lanterns, the world around them sparkling with magic and love. And as they pulled apart, smiling into each other's eyes, the little dog trotted forward, wagging its tail, carrying another tiny envelope. Emily laughed. "Alexander. Is this another surprise?" He grinned mischievously. "Well, I think some adventures are meant to never end." And with hearts full, hands entwined, and laughter echoing in the secret garden, they stepped forward together, ready for whatever delightful surprises life had in store.